There we go.
Okay.
She too.
Well,
So, yeah.
can we settle something for the internet?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Will you kiss Akaash right now?
I don't even know if I want to see
On
it.
the lips.
Okay,
Prove
go.
everybody
Bring that
wrong.
ass over here.
But it's gonna mess my leg.
Bring that ass over here. Bring that ass over here.
The newest episode of the Flagrant podcast marked the first time Akaash Singh directly addressed the internet firestorm surrounding his wife, Jasleen. What fans have been calling the Akaash files or the Jasleen situation had lived online for weeks, becoming a cultural moment larger than anyone expected. But this episode finally let Jasleen sit in the room, explain herself, and walk through the viral claims one by one. What emerged was far more complicated than the internet narrative. A mix of cultural misunderstandings, exaggerated humor, private innocence, and public misinterpretation. One of the biggest revelations was how much of Jasleen's language had been taken literally when she intended it as hyperbole.
Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which frat party should my daughter avoid in the near future? I have a 2-year-old daughter. Which frat party should she not go to?
Shy should avoid Teak because they definitely. Why?
They make you pop that thing crazy or what?
No, because they spike the drink.
No way.
Yeah, so they got kicked off of our campus.
No
for
way.
Doing that. Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Popping. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get some definition.
Okay.
We're gonna any terms that you might need to know the actual meaning of. Alex is here to
To
break
be
it
fair,
down.
I thought it was just like dancing, getting dressed up, and maybe that was my mistake.
Yeah.
So I acknowledge that.
Look at this.
Big one.
Yeah, the act of getting dressed up, looking fly as hell, wearing a minimum of 3-inch heels, preferably higher, and dancing your ass off
Urban
into the
Dictionary
wee hours of the morning.
is
That was
made
what
by
I
a
was
white
doing.
Yeah, this is white people's definition of it. This is what you learn.
Don't go to Urban.
Guys, what do you think poppin' pussy is?
You see?
Joe and Curtis say it is not that. Okay? They're doing more than security
That
here.
was my bad. That was my
Okay.
bad.
That was your
Yeah,
bad.
that was
Okay.
my
The real Urban
Just
Dictionary.
give me a call every time. Right?
Anytime
Before-
you're worried
Yeah,
about anything
gotcha.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. As a white, I thought popping pussy was just dancing. I thought it was like
Yeah,
twerking.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I knew that that's what you meant.
Yes, that's what I
right?
meant.
But like once the internet makes you a
yeah.
they're looking at Joe, we're talking.
This is your friend's wife.
That's my wife, yo. For now. That's my wife for the time being.
It's Kit. It's my wife.
What's going on?
We have a calcium market, by the way. We have a calcium market. There's a calcium market that's been made. Will Akaash and Jasleen divorce before 2027? I just want to point that out. Okay.
2027?
Yeah, you guys
Oh,
gotta
we have like a long way.
Yeah, we got a big one.
Yeah.
We're trying to rebrand you right now, Jasleen.
Okay.
This moment set the tone for everything else. Jasleen often uses terms she doesn't fully understand and assumes exaggerated language fits the comedic format. Her roster comment, which became one of the most memed clips of the controversy, was clarified as well. The supposed rotation of guys was actually 2 men she flirted with at the same time. She explained that she often exaggerates because of her comedic influences, but in reality, she's a self-described big old prude. Even the term hooking up, widely interpreted as something sexual, meant making out. The gap between her real personality and the language she uses online played a major role in everything spiraling. The gold digger accusations that dominated social media were also addressed.
I think where the confusion was is like I was just talking about this nostalgia for being in college when it's like you're still a child, but it feels like you're in the adult world and like you're so insulated and you're in this bubble and like everything's just so simple and easy. And that's more what I was talking about.
Now
is
everybody
like,
thinking you're a gold digging whore.
yeah.
Yes, that is.
I'm
There's a
working
lot of
hard
people.
on reaching
Kerr,
excellence.
please, Kerr, you're a professional here. You're doing security, okay? We cannot laugh at him calling his own wife a gold digging whore. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, she told me to shut up. It's even. You know what I mean?
That
It's
is
even.
fair. That is fair. Okay. Also, like in terms of the gold digging,
Yeah.
like
Serious.
Do you do you consider yourself a good gold digger?
Yeah. Because I invested low and waited for it to go high.
You're a gold prospect.
Yeah, that's not a gold digger.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like a what is that? You're like a hedge fund manager.
Yeah, you're like Akaash with Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's like,
Yeah.
She bought much lower than I did. she bought at the bottom, dude. She could not have bought
That is
lower.
something that
but
is.
to be fair, it's like I was working too in the
I wasn't.
beginning,
One
and
of us
you
was
weren't.
working.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you
yeah.
doing?
When we met, I worked at Goldman Sachs. I got a job at Deloitte after
She was
I
a
graduated
consultant.
college.
Yeah.
I was a
I was
consultant.
sleeping in till
I
12
worked
a.m.
in
12 p.m.
data
Fucked up,
analytics.
Right? Yeah.
You're a gold digger.
I was a
You
gold
got the
digger.
gold digger right here.
I know, it backfired on me.
You got this girl sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, I know. This whole thing backfired.
I was paying rent.
I used to really believe that you guys were poor with his sob stories so we could get Patreon going. I didn't know you're working at a hedge fund this whole
Yeah.
time he was spending your money.
Well, I wasn't making that much. I was making like 70 grand a year in New York City on
That's-
2 people.
But that's good, though.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay, so
Yeah,
then
yeah.
when did you guys get really broke? And why did you stay with him?
2018. Okay, do you want the real answer or the fun answer?
I want to know the real answer. And like, I want to know that because I heard this beautiful story that Akaash told about you guys
Yeah. sleeping
sleeping on the floor and then
Yeah.
like him wanting to give you his North Face or something. And then you gave it back because you're like, it's not Mew Mew.
They described being broke in 2018, getting evicted, and sleeping on the floor together in New Jersey. For Akaash, that alone destroys the internet's narrative. It's the reason, he said, that strangers labeling her with reductive terms doesn't change how he sees her at all. Another unexpected part of the episode was the confirmation that Jasleen was a virgin until she met Akaash. The two emphasized that their relationship has always been more innocent than the internet assumes based on their jokes. Akaash said he felt secure joking about wild scenarios like orgies because he knew how innocent she really was, something the public doesn't have context for.
I'm not sleeping in North Face. You saved your money and gave me Mew Mew. And then I'll sleep on the floor with Mew Mew.
It's in 2009. I'm trusting on North.
No, but you guys were sleeping on the floor because you were evicted from your apartment. You were moving to New Jersey, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is real.
basically.
And you still want to stay with him.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
Yeah.
I never actually asked why.
No, you know why, bro. Come on.
Oh, yeah, that's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
You got that muffin top.
Yeah, you got that loud. Yeah.
okay, the real answer.
What is loud? What is
What was that? His dick smells.
Oh, that dick. Yeah, because once you, yo, Kurt, guys, you guys are professional security.
what if
man.
a
You
fight
guys
breaks
got-
out?
Come on, you didn't make
Jeez.
sure. Okay, no, but for real, you got a stink dick husband sleeping on the floor. like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, you're supposed to be a gold digging according to the internet.
That's what I'm saying. There was like so many red flags early on.
But why'd
And-
you stay? That's
Okay, I
stupid of you.
stayed because I felt like as soon as I met you, it was love at first sight. I loved you. Like, I don't know. I just
Bitch gonna
felt
make me cry.
like, and maybe like you feel like that when you guys met your wives or your fiance. It's like, you just like know when you have that special connection. It's like, okay, like God picked this person out for me. And like everything he did from top to bottom, like his character, his integrity, his personality, like I just like loved everything about it. So I was like, okay, like I don't want to just leave because we're going through a hard time, because I really believed in like his potential, like just like you did.
For sure.
You know, because you were more successful than Akaash like in the very beginning and stuff, and now
Well,
you guys
still.
yeah, whatever.
I
And you guys have
also
come up
believe that
together.
he was incredibly brilliant and
Yeah.
talented, but also just an amazing soul and an incredible person.
Exactly.
Thank you.
But I just know, I also knew that about him, that he had like ambition and this work ethic. So I was like, okay, like,
Yeah.
so we're going to go through this bumpy time. But I was like praying harder than I ever prayed, just that we would get out of it and like something would resolve. And I was just hoping that,
And it worked. Those prayers worked.
yeah, it
And you
did,
haven't
knock on
prayed
wood, yeah.
prayed for his balls to change the smell.
I never prayed for that.
Several viral moments were also untangled. The clips of her ducking Akaash's kisses were explained as shyness and cultural upbringing. Public affection wasn't normal in her home, and she gets overstimulated when too much happens in front of people. The dermatologist TikTok, which many interpreted as her flirting, was actually her showing a Pilates injury and making what she now considers a stupid joke. The sore butthole story which the internet twisted into something more extreme, was originally about a young adulthood misunderstanding with someone who misread her intentions. And her jokes about outsourcing sexual acts were framed as exaggerated humor, shaped by working around comedians, not literal preferences.
Tell us about the duck. Do you always duck his kisses when there are not people around?
No, not when there aren't people around, just when there are people around. And I never even
That's
knew.
worse.
I never. Akaash does it a lot, like every 30 seconds. Like a little bit.
I get it now, Jasleen. I get it.
That's why I grabbed your chin so you couldn't.
I didn't move my face though. I was
Mic check.
Looking back, like it's been pointed out to me and I get that. I feel like for us, I think I learned so much of my humor from Akaash, not to like justify it, but just to explain like, oh, if I say these absurd things, it's so funny because it's not who I actually am.
Right.
But I kind of forgot that like the internet doesn't know all these multi-dimensions of my personality. So they're
Right.
just seeing this one thing.
Right.
So the orgy joke started with like Akaash being like, oh, Nav's really hot. Like Akaash would show Nav's picture to his trainer or whatever.
five this
Because
guy.
he's like really
High
like,
five.
yeah, ripped or whatever.
I will say also, if she had a body count, I would have been like, hey, cut the. But
Yeah.
because she doesn't, and I know how like innocent she actually is.
Oh, you
it's
are? That's
to me.
that's
Yeah.
real?
I wasn't until I met him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
And if she wasn't, that body count thing, I'd have been like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Because I would have been insecure about it. But I can be, not that I'm so secure, but with that joke, I'm like so secure.
Oh, I
because know.
absolutely would feel insecure.
And I think
Yeah.
stupidly, I was like, oh, it's an orgy, so it's all of us. It's not like
Yeah,
talking.
that is stupid.
Yeah.
I say you're being inclusive. You're being
I
inclusive.
thought, yeah, I thought it was
Yes.
being
It's not a roti.
It's not a cocky roll.
No, we're not doing this.
That is stupid. Don't let me get other pussy.
One of our fans asked us, would you guys have an orgy? So I just said, oh, I'm actively trying, like as a joke. Because I just feel
Can I
like,
give you a piece of advice?
okay.
If you clearly see that I'm the one commenting those things, you don't have to answer it on the podcast.
The conversation also addressed the online claim that she hates taking care of Akaash when he's sick. She explained that she actually is good at taking care of him. She just doesn't enjoy it and doesn't pretend otherwise. The India trip that took place during the height of the backlash, which many people assumed was a PR escape, had been planned months earlier. She's the one who pushes him to visit places like the Golden Temple, not the other way around. Akaash's response to everything was calmer and more grounded than many expected. He joked about the timing, the chaos, and even the conspiracy theories that they might be doing all this for marketing. But he also made it clear that none of the internet's criticisms shake the core of their relationship. The fact that Jasleen stayed during the times when he had nothing is what he sees as proof of her intentions and character. No viral moment can undo that. Interestingly, this episode may mark the beginning of a shift. For weeks, the discourse was overwhelmingly negative, fueled by clips stripped of context and amplified by TikTok, Reddit, and internet commentators. But seeing Jasleen explain everything, hearing her tone, and understanding the context behind each moment caused some viewers to reconsider their stance. It's not a full reversal, but the edges of the narrative are softening.
Liar.
That's a friend.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
No, I don't want those gifts.
I know. Why not?
I don't like. I don't care about. I like tangible goods.
None.
I don't like. I don't care about.
A deeper layer of the conversation becomes clearer when viewed through what psychologists call narrative identity, the internal story people build about who they are and why they behave the way they do. In Dan McAdams' work on narrative psychology, The Stories We Live By, he explains that people often speak in exaggerated or symbolic language when they're trying to reconcile how they see themselves versus how they fear others perceive them. Jasleen's repeated insistence that she is a big old prude, contrasted with her use of extremely bold language she doesn't fully understand, fits this pattern almost perfectly.
I sense that you're avoiding the question.
Yeah.
Oh, is it true that on August 18th, 2025,
Yeah.
I don't know, I made that date up. You said that when Akaash is sick, you hate taking care of him.
Yeah. I mean, do I like it? No. I would do it. But why would anyone like taking care of a sick person?
That's a good point.
I think
Like,
that's-
I'm just being honest, and maybe it is a
Don't
hint
let
of
her fool you.
autism.
Don't let her
No,
pull you in.
this makes me. I don't know why anybody would do that. It's you know, like
Nurses,
doctors.
doctors. I
They
mean,
don't
granted,
even
they're,
like
they're
it.
compensated.
Yeah, that is actually they're getting paid for it
Yeah.
Handsomely.
handsomely.
Yes.
Okay, I
It's
heard.
like when Akaash's birthday comes around.
Yeah.
I have to pretend that it's like so special, but
I
it's
don't
like
even ask for this.
the one day. Yeah, you do. The one day of the year that I have to like be totally selfless,
Oh yeah, that I
which
want.
is really hard for me.
Yeah, that I want.
Jasleen, you're doing a horrible job right now. Jasleen, just when we think we've gotten you out of it,
Take that part.
go
out.
back
Take that part
in.
out.
Go back in. Okay.
Her words function less as literal statements and more as an attempt to project confidence while internally managing embarrassment or inexperience. Her clarification that she thought popping meant dressing up and dancing in heels is a strong example of what social psychologist Dr. Timothy Wilson, author of Strangers to Ourselves, calls confabulated self-presentation. When people adopt language from a community they admire, in this case, comedians, without understanding its cultural meaning. This mismatch often leads to misinterpretation, especially online where context is stripped away. Akaash's reaction to the controversy, meanwhile, aligns with concepts explored in Brené Brown's work on vulnerability and shame, Daring Greatly. Brown argues that in intimate relationships, partners often protect each other by allowing themselves to be the public shield against criticism. When Akaash says he can joke about orgies or wild scenarios because he knows Jasleen's innocence, he's demonstrating what Brown calls vulnerability-based trust, a relationship dynamic where private truth outweighs public perception.
Akaash,
Yes.
these files leak.
Yeah.
The internet's set ablaze. You quickly flee to India. International borders.
Yeah.
You go to a different nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you explain the impetus for this trip?
I was trying to get away from her, but she followed me.
She tracked you down.
So yeah, why did you guys go to India so immediately?
What happened there?
Unfortunately, we had planned the trip like 2 months earlier. India, Dubai, with her mom, Thanksgiving with my mom. That's what whores do. They hang out with their moms. You know what I mean? What a horse thing to do.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
And
went.
go on a religious pilgrimage.
Yeah,
You guys went on a religious
we went to the
pilgrimage.
Golden Temple, the Barzab.
Did they see you annihilate you in? They were like, not this frat house.
No,
Not. I wouldn't
Yeah,
finish the
yeah.
sentence. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
You have to walk through water when you get there. They actually made her roll around in the water. Like, she's so
They
filthy.
had to cleanse you.
So, such a filthy person.
You're
Okay.
terrified.
Their dynamic around public affection, specifically Jasleen ducking Akaash's kisses when cameras are around, also mirrors findings from Gary Chapman's 5 Love Languages, which highlight that affection and intimacy are expressed differently across personalities and cultures. A person raised in a home where physical affection wasn't normalized often experiences public intimacy discomfort, a concept Chapman describes as a learned emotional pattern rather than a lack of love. Jasleen's shyness when being kissed publicly reflects this exact framework. Even the backlash cycle itself mirrors cognitive patterns described in Daniel Kahneman's Thinking, Fast and Slow. Kahneman notes that people default to fast thinking, quick judgments based on incomplete information, especially when reacting to short clips or provocative statements online.
That's
yeah,
Okay,
just
okay.
that one. Yeah.
You don't,
Okay.
yeah. You don't have the
but
cigarette
you're
lighter
comfortable
attached.
sharing this.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then there's other things you're not.
Because I also feel like this could help girls out. You know,
Yeah.
I'm on an SSRI, so sometimes you need like a little boost. So why not?
Yes, this is why I think that there's
get
confusion.
confused, yeah.
Because to feel comfortable talking about that, but then also not feel comfortable with certain
Yeah.
sexual things, that's where the brain goes, I have to make up something.
I don't know. It's hard for me. I mean, I just am existing. I'm not trying to like, the only thing I try to do is just be myself on TikTok, but like 10 times extra.
Yeah.
And again, like not to justify,
We'll go down
but
to
I
2
feel
times.
like I've been with Akaash since I'm 22, and I feel like I've learned so much of my humor from him, my personality from watching you guys. I've hung out with so many comedians, so I'm like, oh, like be extreme, be funny, as long as your actions are a good person. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, I can say whatever I want.
Don't you blame
Obviously,
this
I
on
can't.
us.
No, you're right. You're right.
This on us,
I'm
Jasmine.
just trying to give context.
Okay,
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Finally, the episode as a whole demonstrates what psychologist Jonathan Haidt calls moral interpretation bias, the righteous mind. People often interpret a couple's behavior not based on who that couple actually is, but based on the observer's own relationship fears, insecurities, or cultural expectations. This explains why so many viewers projected their own issues onto a single TikTok clip, something the host even joked about. In this light, the podcast episode doesn't just clarify the controversy, it reveals how cultural upbringing, self-presentation, and psychological projection collided to create a viral story far removed from the reality the couple describes.